Guess who's back? Okay, guess
Good
who's
morning,
back?
good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Today we are going to practice daily vocabulary at work. Simple English, real English, the kind of English people use every day at work. You don't need perfect English. You just need to understand and listen. Relax, listen, and let the words come naturally. Starting the workday. Every day I wake up and get ready for work. I get dressed. I prepare myself. I leave the house. I go to work. I arrive at work. I enter the building. I start my workday. At work, I greet people. I say hello. I say good morning. I talk to my coworkers. I turn on my computer. I check my emails. I read messages. I respond to emails. At the office, I sit at my desk. I organize my workspace. I check my schedule. I have tasks to do. I work on my tasks. I focus on my work. Sometimes I make a phone call. Sometimes I answer a phone call. I speak with clients. I speak with coworkers. I speak with my boss. I ask questions. I give answers. I explain things. Meetings. At work, we have meetings. I attend meetings. I join meetings. I listen carefully. I take notes. I share ideas. Sometimes I speak in meetings. Sometimes I just listen. I understand more than I think. I don't need to translate everything. Daily actions at work. I work on a project. I finish a task. I start a new task. I send an email. I receive an email. I wait for a response. I follow up. I stay focused. I manage my time. I do my best. Break time. At work, I take a break. I take a short break. I drink water. I drink coffee. I relax for a few minutes. I clear my mind. Then I go back to work. Lunchtime. I take lunch. I eat lunch. Sometimes I eat alone. Sometimes I eat with coworkers. We talk. We relax. We laugh. After lunch, I return to work. Afternoon work. In the afternoon, I continue working. I check my tasks again. I finish what I started. I complete my work. I solve problems. I find solutions. I stay productive. I stay organized. Common phrases at work. I'm working on it. I'll get back to you. Let me check. I'll send you an email. I'll call you later. That sounds good. I understand. No problem. Of course. These are simple phrases. These phrases are very common. End of the workday. At the end of the day, I finish my work. I shut down my computer. I organize my desk. I say goodbye. I leave the office. I go home. My workday is over. Mindset for learning English. You don't need to memorize everything. You don't need to study grammar all the time. Just listen. Just understand. Your brain is learning naturally. The more you listen, the easier it becomes. English is part of your daily life. Repetition. Natural listening. At work, I start my day. I check my emails. I attend meetings. I work on tasks. I take breaks. I eat lunch. I finish my work. I go home. Simple. Normal. Real life. Confidence. You understand more than you think. Your English is improving every day. Don't rush. Don't stress. Just keep listening. At work, every day feels familiar. The vocabulary repeats. The actions repeat. That is how learning happens. I arrive at work. I sit down. I start working. I check my tasks again. I review my responsibilities. I know what I need to do. Communication at work. At work, communication is important. I communicate every day. I send messages. I receive messages. I read instructions. I follow instructions. Sometimes I ask for clarification. Sometimes I give clarification. I say, "Can you repeat that? Can you explain that again?" I understand now. Emails and messages. I open my email. I read carefully. I write a reply. I keep it simple. I say, "Thank you. Please let me know. I appreciate it." Emails are part of daily work life. Time and organization. At work, time matters. I manage my time. I plan my day. I set priorities. I focus on important tasks. I complete tasks step by step. I don't rush. I stay calm. Problem solving. Sometimes problems appear. That is normal. I analyze the problem. I look for solutions. I talk to coworkers. I ask for help. We work together. We find answers. Teamwork. At work, I am part of a team. I support my team. I listen to others. I respect opinions. We share ideas. We help each other. Teamwork makes work easier. Daily repetition. Every day at work looks similar. I start my work. I check emails. I attend meetings. I work on tasks. I take breaks. I eat lunch. I finish my work. Repetition helps learning. Simple work phrases. I'm busy right now. I'm available. Let me know. I'll take care of it. I'll handle it. I'll review it. These phrases are everywhere. Confidence at work. I don't need perfect English. I just need to communicate. People understand me. I understand them. Confidence grows with time. Afternoon routine. In the afternoon, I continue working. I stay focused. I complete unfinished tasks. I prepare for the next day. I organize my files. I update my work. End of day activities. No ending. At the end of the workday, I slow down. I review what I did today. I think about tomorrow. I feel accomplished. Learning mindset. Learning English happens naturally. Listening helps more than studying. The words become familiar. The phrases feel normal. You are learning without pressure. Natural repetition again. At work, I communicate. At work, I organize. At work, I solve problems. At work, I collaborate. Every day. Again and again. Mental calm. Relax your mind. Listen carefully. The language enters naturally. You don't need to stop. You don't need to finish. Just keep listening. At work, every day brings experience. Every day helps you learn. You hear the same words. You use the same phrases. That is how English becomes natural. Work situations. At work, situations repeat. You ask questions. You give answers. You explain ideas. You receive instructions. You understand more each day. Handling tasks. I receive tasks. I organize tasks. I work step by step. I complete my work. I don't panic. I stay calm. Work is part of life. Communication grows. At work, communication improves with time. The more you listen, the easier it feels. I understand conversations better. I respond more confidently. I don't translate every word. I understand ideas. Work confidence. I feel more confident at work. My English is useful. I can speak. I can listen. I can understand. I don't need to be perfect. End of the workday routine. At the end of the day, I finish my tasks. I close my computer. I organize my desk. I prepare to leave. Reflection. I think about my day. I think about what I learned. Every day I learn a little more. Every day my English improves. Learning reminder. English is not a test. English is a tool. You use it. You practice it. You learn by listening. Final repetition. Calm and slow. At work, I communicate. At work, I organize. At work, I learn. At work, I grow. Day by day. Final message. Keep listening. Keep practicing. English becomes easier when you stay consistent. You are doing great. Thank you for listening. See you in the next lesson. Keep learning English every day.
Si te gustó este video, sígueme para más contenido como este. Aquí te dejo todas mis redes para que no te pierdas nada.